Wow, remember that giant leap for mankind? It's amazing to think about. And guess what? The future of space travel is even more exciting. Get ready for a whole new era of exploring the universe. We're talking bigger missions, mind-blowing discoveries, and tons of cool stuff happening in space. It's going to be an awesome time for everyone, whether you're a space expert or just curious about what's out there. We're talking about sending people back to the moon. Not just for a visit, but to stay. Imagine a moon base, GAP-2S. And that's not all. We're also planning trips to Mars. Think about how incredible it would be to send humans to another planet. These missions are going to be tough, no doubt, but they'll teach us so much about the universe and inspire a whole new generation of space explorers. And get this, we're building super powerful telescopes both here on Earth and up in space. These telescopes are like giant eyes looking deep into the universe further than ever before. They'll help us learn about how stars and galaxies are born and maybe even find out if there's life on other planets. How cool is that? But here's the really interesting part. It's not just governments doing this anymore. Private companies are building rockets and spaceships too. They're even making space travel available to regular people. Imagine taking a trip to space someday. It's all coming together to make space travel happen more often, with bigger goals and open to more people all over the world. The future of space is going to be epic. We're looking at the universe with new, super-powered telescopes. It's like unlocking its biggest secrets. Think about it. We learn about space by looking at the light that comes from faraway stars and galaxies. It's a bit like a ship's captain using a telescope to see across the ocean. Astronomers use telescopes to see further into space, solving mysteries and learning more than ever before. Get ready. In the next few years, telescopes will be even better than they are now. It's going to be a huge change for astronomy. These new telescopes, both on Earth and in space, will show us the universe in ways we've never seen before. They can see different kinds of light, from radio waves to gamma rays, giving us a much better understanding of everything out there. These new telescopes will be super sensitive. That means they can see things that are really faint and far away. They can also see much more detail than older telescopes. This will help us learn more about distant galaxies and stars. One of the most exciting new telescopes is called the Extremely Large Telescope, or ELT. They're building it right now in the Atacama Desert in Chile. The ELT has a giant mirror, 39 meters across. It's the biggest optical telescope in the world. It collects more light than all the other big telescopes combined. That's a lot of light. With all that light, the ELT can see incredible detail. Scientists will use it to look for signs of life on planets around other stars, see how stars and galaxies formed a long, long time ago, and even test some of our ideas about physics. Another amazing new telescope is the 30-meter telescope, or TMT. They're building this one on Mauna Kea in Hawaii. The TMT also has a huge mirror, 30 meters across, made of 492 smaller mirrors all working together. The TMT will help us study all sorts of things in space like black holes and how galaxies change over time. It will help us answer some of the biggest questions about the universe. Part 2. Inspiring everyone. How exploring space affects us. Exploring space isn't just about science. It shows how amazing humans are. It's about our curiosity and wanting to find out what's out there. Every rocket launch, every new thing we learn, every problem we solve in space, it makes everyone dream bigger and try harder. It shows us we can do anything. Exploring space isn't just about science and tech stuff. It changes our culture, what we think is important, and how we see ourselves. Remember that awesome photo of Earth from the moon? Or those amazing pictures of faraway galaxies from the Hubble telescope? Space makes us imagine amazing things. It makes us feel awe and reminds us that we're all part of this huge universe. When we explore space, people have to work together. Scientists, engineers, and astronauts from all over the world team up. This teamwork is super important for tough space missions. It also shows us how to solve big problems here on Earth, like climate change, poverty, and sickness. Plus, the cool technology we make for space helps us here on Earth too. Things like satellites that let us talk to people and find our way around, and medical scanners that were first made for astronauts. Space exploration helps everyone, makes new jobs, and makes our lives better. GAP2S.